So, ang topic natin for today is about integers and absolute value. So, ito yung quarter 1, week 3 na lesson natin. So, this is video lesson number 1 for week number 3. So, first, i-identify muna natin ano ba yung opposite. Okay? So, opposite or kabaligtaran. So, pag sinabi nating opposite, ito yung things which are entirely different. So, para mas maintindihan natin, magbibigay ako ng example and then ibigay nyo kung ano yung opposite or kabaligtaran niya. For example, pag sinabi kong happy, ano ang opposite niya? Ang opposite niya ay sad. Okay? The next one, pag sinabi nating hot, of course, ang opposite niya ay cold. The next one, up, ang opposite ay down. When we say left, ang opposite ay right. So, itong mga opposite na to, so in mathematics, yung symbols ng positive at negative, sila yung nag-i-indicate ng idea ng opposites. So, yung positive sign, ito yung positive or positive symbol, siya yung nag-i-indicate ng positive idea. Samantalang yung negative sign or the negative symbol, ito yung nag-i-indicate ng negative idea. So, magbibigay pa ako ng mga ibang example na pwedeng mag-represent ng positive at saka ng negative symbol. So, for example, pag sinabi nating win, ibig sabihin positive. Lose, ibig sabihin negative. So, when we say increase, it represents a positive. So, ang negative niya ay decrease. Pag sinabi nating north is a positive, so ang opposite niya, negative, which is south. So next is rise, positive. Ang negative niya ay fall. When we say gain, ibig sabihin positive, so opposite niya is lost or loss. So next is deposit, ibig sabihin positive yon. And pag sinabi nating withdraw, ibig sabihin it's a negative. So when we say forward, positive yon. At pag sinabi nating backward, ibig sabihin, it's a negative. When we say east, positive din siya. So, anong opposite niya ng east ay west, which is the negative part. And of course, pag sinabi nating savings, ibig sabihin, nagre-represent siya ng positive. At ang opposite niya ay expenses that represents negative. So, how do you represent or express the following using the positive and the negative symbols? So, for example, pag sinabi kong 7 kilos heavier, how do we represent that using the mathematical symbol? So, pwede natin siya i-represent as positive 7. So, pag sinabi ko namang 7 kilos lighter, how do we express that using the mathematical symbol? So, pwede natin sabihin na lighter is negative 7. How about pag sinabi natin 2 peso increased in price? Paano natin siya i-represent using mathematical symbol? So, pwede natin siya i-represent as positive 2 because of the word increase. Pag sinabi naman natin 2 peso decrease in price, so pwede natin siya i-represent as negative 2 because of the word decrease. So, yung mga integers na yon, yung mga numbers na yon, like positive 7, negative 7, 2, and negative 7, sila yung tinatawag nating integers. Ano ba yung integers? So, pag sinabi natin integers, it is a whole number, not a fraction or decimal that can be positive, negative, or 0. So, wala ka makikitang fraction or decimal. So, ang makikita lang natin ay mga whole number na positive, negative, at saka 0. So, tingnan natin yung ating integer number line. So, sa bandang right side, andi dito yung mga positive numbers. So, lahat ng papuntang right ay mga positive numbers from positive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and so on. So, may arrow siya papunta sa right side. Ibig sabihin, you can extend infinitely yung mga positive numbers natin to the right. Samantalang yung nasa left side, ito yung mga negative numbers. So, may arrow din siya going to the left. Ibig sabihin, you can extend also the numbers up to negative infinity. And yung nasa gitna, ito yung 0. So, yung composition ng integers natin, meron tayong positive, 0, and negative. So, i-check natin yung number line natin. Tingnan natin. Examine natin yung number line. So, paano kung ang tinatanong ay how many units is the distance from 0 up to positive 4? Gaano ba kalayo yung positive 4 doon sa 0? So, tingnan natin kung ilang units. So, you have 1, 2, 3, 4. So, ang distance from 0 up to positive 4 is 4 units. How about kung ang question ay, how about the number of units from 0 to negative 4? Gaano naman kalayo ang distance from 0 up to negative 4? So, tingnan natin. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, up to negative 4. So, that is also 4 units. Okay? So, itong distance na tinatanong na to, ito yung tinatawag nating absolute value. So, ano ba yung absolute value na yan? So, pag sinabi nating absolute value, ito yung distance from 0 up to any given number on a number line. And commonly, ginagamitan natin siya using this symbol. So, meron siyang dalawang bar line, tapos nandoon sa gitna yung number na hinahanap natin kung anong absolute value. For example, yung sa una natin, how many units is the distance from 0 to negative or to positive 4? So, ang sagot kanina natin ay 4. So, pwede natin siyang isulat na the absolute value of 4 is equal to 4. So, sa integer, kapag walang positive sign, understood na positive yung number na yon. Pero kung negative siya, you have to write the negative sign. Okay? So, for number 2, how many units is the distance from 0 up to negative 4? So, pwede natin siyang isulat that the absolute value of negative 4 is also equal to 4. So, ibig sabihin, parehas lang yung distance mula sa 0 up to positive 4 at mula sa 0 up to negative 4. So, equal lang yung distance nila. Therefore, parehas lang ang absolute value ng positive 4 at ng negative 4, which is 4. So, let's try this one. So, let's compare the absolute value using the less than, the greater than, or the equal symbol. So, let's try the first example. Let's say the absolute value of 0, is it less than, greater than, or equal to the absolute value of negative 10? So, what do you think? So, the answer is less than. How do you know it's less than? Kasi ang absolute value ba ng 0 ay 0 pa din. Kasi nga, hindi naman siya nag-move. An absolute value ng negative 10, gano'n siya kalayo from 0? So, 10 units. That's why 10. So, therefore, 0 is less than 10. That's why ang answer natin, the absolute value of 0 is less than the absolute value of negative 10. So, let's try the second example. Let's say the absolute value of positive 12, i-compare natin with the absolute value of positive 5. So, the answer is greater than. Why is it greater than? Ang absolute value ng positive 12 ay 12. At ang absolute value ng 5 ay 5. So, ang 12 is greater than 5. Therefore, ang absolute value ng 12 is greater than the absolute value of positive 5. So, let's try the third example. How about the absolute value of 27? I-compare natin with the absolute value of negative 27. Do you think they are less than, greater than, or equal? So, ibig sabihin, ang distance mula 0 up to positive 27 at 0 up to negative 27 ay equal. So, parehas lang ang distance. Therefore, ang absolute value nila ay equal din. Okay? So, the fourth one, how about the absolute value of negative 18 and the absolute value of 3? So, i-compare natin sila. So, the answer is greater than. So, ang absolute value ng negative 18 ay 18 at ang absolute value ng positive 3 ay 3. So, mas malayo ang distance ng negative 18 from 0. That's why it is greater than. And the last one, how about the absolute value of negative 9 compared to the absolute value of negative 90? Tama ba na less than? Yes, because the distance from 0 up to negative 9 ay 9 lang. And the absolute value of negative 90, yung distance niya from 0 is 90. So, therefore, 9 is less than 90. That's why the answer is the absolute value of negative 9 is less than the absolute value of negative 90.